For people who might be ahead of me in this aspect of their healing journey, I'm curious if anybody else can give me insight into how you overcame like insecurities or self doubt related to trauma that you have for events that you can't remember super clearly. I have some like big T trauma that is like really splotchy memory, but it's enough to where like I know what happened. And I don't mean to say that I don't have any self doubt about those experiences, but not a ton. What I struggle more with is, I think, like kind of chronic little T traumas where it's like, I know that, like, I know emotionally that I often felt this way, but I can't tell you, like, this is the type of thing that was said to me or done to me that made me feel that way. Or in other cases, it's become clear to me that I have a specific trigger, and like the way that trigger makes me feel, I definitely have a sense that I frequently felt that way as a kid. But again, it's like I can't tell you about this story that happened this one time in second grade or fifth grade or whatever. Like, I can't, I don't know. Like, I don't know in that kind of detail, and I don't have like a detailed story that I can tell you. It's more of this general sense of this is how things kind of sort of went. And it's almost like it's I know it enough that I could kind of make you up like an example that would feel like the type of thing that would happen, but it would be me like approximating, like, because I don't have even one like detailed memory of exactly what was said or exactly what was done. I don't know if this makes any sense. I'm insecure enough that I'm not ready to put my details out there, but I'll use like an example that I can imagine being similar for somebody else. So, if somebody else felt like they had a trigger related to feeling like they've been lazy, and then like they get really triggered and feel like they're really worthless if they feel like they like watch too much TV that day. And then they also would say like, I just remember always feeling like I had to achieve in order to approve, like to earn approval, or to get any validation in my family. But they can't necessarily tell you, like, here are the specific things that I felt like I had to prioritize over rest. Or here's a story of one time something that my mom said to me when she got home and saw me being lazy that like has always stuck with me, and this is an example of how I felt like I wasn't allowed to rest and that this led me to be an overachiever. So I hope that like kind of gives you the idea of what I'm trying to say, that like you can have a general sense of somebody, of something, or of like a pattern or a theme within your childhood, but no specific memory of it. How do you then validate that those that something happened, or that your feelings were not just like random or made up? And I guess that like your symptoms didn't just kind of come out of nowhere, other than like the general belief that like people make sense and people develop this way for a reason. And like I understand that like cognitively, and I believe that about other people, but I get really stuck when it comes to my own stuff. Like, if I don't have a detailed specific memory of the types of things that happened, like on specific days, or at least like here was this one particularly bad example, then I guess I worry that I'm like being dramatic, or I made it up, or that it wasn't real somehow. How do I get over that?